It is a wonderful day to get some back width and thickness, I suppose. Okay, I'm going to be changing up the style of the videos. I'm not going to be doing daily vlogs anymore and then recording during the workout and talking during the workout because I started realizing that I was spending too much time talking between my sets and the time was racking up. Like my workouts are normally 45 minutes to an hour and they were getting close to 2 hours because all the talking and recording and distractions and stuff like that. So I'm just going to record my top sets. I'm going to record her top sets, and then we're just going to voice over and then just kind of talk about really the workouts or diet, training, other stuff we've heard, rumors, this, that, or the others. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. This is actually my top set for barbell rows right here. Real quick on the training, what I basically do is I warm up by doing 2 sets. On my third set will be my top set. Then I do rest pause all the way until I can't get at least 5 reps no more. And then I'll start doing drop sets, repeating that all the way down until I get to a lighter weight. And then I move to the next.
Me, I don't do the same as you. I do about 4 sets, right? I would say 4 sets. And I do about 10 to 12 reps per set. So that's what I do per exercise. I do a little bit different than you.
Yeah, well, you're also in a bigger deficit than me, and you're just trying to lose weight and maintain muscle. I'm trying to lose weight while building muscle. I'm in the mindset of bodybuilding, not body shrinking. Not saying that's what you're doing. It's just you have a different goal, and right now you're putting more energy into your weight loss. So it's kind of harder to have the same motivation and drive that I have for the weights because I am trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to lose between a quarter of a pound to 1 pound a week. So if I eat more to have better workouts and I only lose a quarter of a pound a week, I'm okay with that because I'm not on a hard deadline to like, this is the day that I have to be at this weight. So for me, my workouts are most important. So eating enough food for me to make sure I'm having good workouts, that's what comes first.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. I'm definitely trying to body shrink right now. I had a lot of body to shrink. So we're definitely on different paths, but kind of the same path at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
it's
different stones, I guess.
well, it's like we live in the same neighborhood, just on different roads, right? So
Yeah.
different avenues. So that's why a reference I like to use when it comes to like gaining weight, losing weight, powerlifting, bodybuilding. It's like you live in the same neighborhood, but it's just you live on different avenues in the neighborhood. So the approach is slightly different, but typically it's all the same. We're all trying to get somewhere down the road. It just depends on which path we're taking to get there. So
Yeah.
that's mainly what it comes down to. As far as it goes for weight loss, like I said, I'm trying to lose about a quarter of a pound to a pound a week. I got carried away and I started losing like 2 to 3 pounds. So I was losing about a quarter of a pound, half a pound a week for a while because I did a 12-week cut and it slowed down to about a quarter pound, half a pound. I took the weekend off to enjoy myself and then I went right into another 12-week cut. And I was trying to do like this, day 84 because 12 weeks is 84 days. So I was doing this 84-week cut. And then towards like day 30 something, I got the epiphany of like, why am I doing it for like days or weeks? Like I have a goal and I need to hit my goal. It doesn't matter how long it takes because if you do it for 12 weeks and you fail and you don't hit your goal, you have to start another 12 weeks. And what if you hit it in that 12 weeks? So it became just like a day thing. Then it started becoming more of a mindset of just like, it's not about days or weeks or months. It's about getting the results that you need to get to where you want to be. So my mindset has shifted again, like whatever it takes, however long it takes. And the goal is to preserve as much muscle and to gain as much muscle as I can while losing body fat, which is a lot more difficult to do depending on who you ask and talk to. Not impossible. I just think it comes down to your diet and training and what you're gearing it for because I don't think it's impossible to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. People will say it's more difficult, but these are also people that train half-heartedly because they're scared of overtraining.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's a little bit harder for me, only for the sense of right now with how much weight loss I'm trying to do. I don't really have a goal like in weight and where I want to be. More so a look, I feel like gaining muscle is going to be really hard for me with like you said, the deficit that I am in to lose the weight for me personally, because I'm on a different path.
Well, you have a goal, like a body weight goal. Like your goal is like, what, it was 120. Is it still 120 or did you change it to 115?
I want to be 115, and I know people are probably cringing, like, maybe even like 110 to 115. So when I do get a tummy tuck, when I have my time out from the gym, when I do pack on about 10 to 15 pounds, I'll be where I truly want to be.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't understand the concept. Like you've had 3 kids, so you have a lot of loose skin from the kids. So you're losing weight, but your skin's getting loose, and that's something that you want to get taken care of. And you can't do that from working out alone. So that's part of your big push and your goal. So the whole concept is once you hit that goal though, and you get your tummy tuck, and then you're at that body weight, you're shifting over from body shrinking to more bodybuilding. I mean, you're not trying to compete in bodybuilding and be this mass monster, but you do want more definition.
And
You
don't
do
count
want
me
more
out.
size.
Don't count me out. You never
Oh,
know.
hey,
You never
hey,
know. You never know.
you're right. You're right. You know, I'll recant that. I'll recant
More
that.
so probably figure than bodybuilding.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to be able to have like, and that's the thing. That it's not only fun working towards something, but also I think it gives you a harder push knowing that you're going to have a day of judgment, and knowing that you're working towards something instead of just being in there. I think just being in there, it destroys the mindset of like, well, I have to be in here versus I want to be in here
Having a
versus
goal.
yeah, and that's my mind. That's my thing too. Like I can't just work out to work out. Don't get me wrong, I love working out, but like I have to have something to push for, whether it's bigger arms, a bigger deadlift, stronger squat, a competition, something. I have to have a reason to push. And I know it's like, oh, well, you're 38, about to be 39. You know, there's a limit. It's like, yeah, but we don't know what that limit is. There's guys in their 80s that are still competing. There's women that started competing in their 70s. So it's like, don't sit here and say I may never be Mr. Olympia, but if I can compete once a year, once every other year, and take care of myself and keep up with my image, my look, my strength, and my health because of that, why is that such a hard thing to wrap your head around? Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to like pump the brakes on life. You can still live.
I want to look good the older I get, honestly. And it's not even so much about looking good, but being healthier. Like I've lost 35 pounds now, and I just feel overall better as a person. Like things I normally had trouble doing, I do so effortlessly now. Like not losing my breath and being able to go on long walks and being more active.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, being stronger will make your life easier. A lot of people, I think they really take that for granted. It's like you'll never have a harder life from being stronger. There's nothing going to be, there will be no point in time in your life where like, if I was just a little bit weaker, this would be so much easier. Like it just doesn't happen. Like the stronger you are, the easier life is. And the older you get, things just become more difficult. So the more you take care of yourself, the stronger you are, the easier life is, and the longer and the better quality of life you can have.
Well, even like, for instance, I have bad genetics on my side of the family. Lots of my family members have diabetes and things like that. So I've personally been wanting to diet and exercise and lose weight to prevent myself from catching
Catching
catching.
catching diabetes,
You know what I mean?
like
Like
it's
putting
airborne.
myself. But what's weird is like usually diabetes is for people who eat a lot of sweets. I don't really eat a lot of sweets. I don't know if I was ever on the brim of getting that, but
Well, insulin deficient. So what happens with diabetes is basically your pancreas, well, your receptors start. Well, it happens one of two ways. Either your pancreas stops releasing insulin, so you have to take insulin to help your body because it's not producing insulin, or your receptors start to get burnt out and it's not absorbing the insulin like it used to. So you have to take something to help your body absorb the insulin, and then eventually gets to the point where you're just full blown diabetic and you're taking insulin in replace of your body's capability of producing it or absorbing it correctly.
right.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to insulin spikes and then being insulin sensitive. So if you do cardio twice a day and you work out once a day, and it's like, wait, twice a day? Like, you mean like 3 days a week? No, 7 days a week. Like, you could be active every day. Like, there's no rule that says you can only be active 3 or 4 days a week. Like, that's nonsense. Like, we'll get into that in another video, but the whole overtraining and the whole like reps in reserve and the whole junk volume thing, I think is just crazy. And like, oh, well, if you do cardio, you're going to lose all your results. But it's like, we're designed to move every day, 7 days a week. We're not designed to only move 3 days a week for an hour a day. And it's like, oh, can't do nothing else because I moved for 3 hours for 3 days this week. It just doesn't make sense. So by doing cardio every day, twice a day, working out, you become more insulin sensitive, not insulin resistant. And it helps with all that blood markers, IGF, your everything, like your A1C, your hemoglobin. It helps with all that. Like cardio, it does so much more than just help you lose weight. It actually can help you gain weight because you metabolize more, like food better. So you can actually eat more food, which makes you be able to train harder. So you consume more food during your workouts, which allows you to train harder, rest harder, eat more, train more. It's just a circle. It's just a cycle.
Yeah.
And people try to stay away from it, and I just think it's nonsense trying to stay away from cardio, especially like doing it twice a day makes such like that's probably the biggest thing that I noticed in my results is doing cardio twice a day for an hour at a time. It's like you think that like, oh, well, that's too much cardio. But it's like I'm eating 500 carbohydrates a day and I'm getting 250 grams of protein directly. And indirect protein plus with direct protein, I'm getting like 307 grams of protein a day. And then I'm getting 500 carbohydrates a day. And I'm losing weight. And I'm getting bigger. And I'm getting stronger. So it's just like, well, how are you eating that much food and losing weight? Because I'm doing cardio twice a day. I'm not losing muscle mass. I'm losing body fat and getting more muscle mass.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to do cardio at least once a day. I mean, I honestly could have the time if I wanted to wake up and do that. But no, I'm not going to do that. So,
Well, doing cardio once a day and still working out, like you work out once a day, so you're physically active twice a day.
right.
Working out and then also doing cardio, it makes a big difference. It's not just you have to do cardio, you have to weight train. Like it's both. It's the latter. You need both. They're not just one or the other. They both tie into each other. They both do a lot to help you out in the terms of things. But for me, well, bodybuilding, my biggest thing was like I always stayed away from cardio when I was bulking. Then what I ended up doing was I did no cardio. I ate a tremendous amount of food. I reduced the amount of days I worked out, and I got fat because I'm bulking. I have to move less, eat more, train less frequently, but just train hard. I got fat. Then I start like, okay, it's time to cut. So I got to start doing cardio. I got to start pulling back the calories, and I got to start doing more activities and moving more and training more days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it completely wrong. Like, oh, well, don't you think it makes more sense that if you're moving more, you're training more often, you're training harder, and you're doing a lot more activities to eat more food? And if you're going to train less, you're going to walk less, you're going to be in the gym less, doesn't it make more sense to eat less food? So, well, when you're bulking, you want to do less and eat more. That's how you get fat. And I've learned this over the last 24 weeks that cardio has not diminished my gains. It's actually helped me make better results in terms of muscle mass. It's allowed me to eat way more food, and it's allowed me to feel a lot better. And the cardio actually helps with blood flow, which helps with recovery. So the more cardio I do, the better my recovery is. And the more I do cardio, the more food I can eat, which helps my recovery. So it's a win-win all the way around.
And another win is you're quiet when you sleep.
Yeah, I no longer snore. Yep. And
So that's a win for me.
yeah, and to be clear, the type of cardio I'm doing is today I did the Stairmaster for an hour on level 2, but typically I just walk. I walk at a casual pace. I don't jog. I don't walk fast. I don't sprint. I don't do some wild, like, get your heart rate up and breathe as heavy as you can for an hour until you feel like you're going to die. I literally just casually walk for an hour, twice a day. Just casual walk, as casual it gets. And it does wonders for me.
Yep.
Absolutely wonders.
Definitely helps for sure.
Yep. So as far as it goes for back night, the senses is on this video, I started off with barbell rows, and then I did rest pause until I couldn't get at least 5, and I went to drop sets. And then after that, I went to close grip pull downs, and I just did 2 warm-up sets. Then I followed into doing a bunch of drop sets until I was burnt. And then I moved to seated iso rows, and I did 2 warm-ups, and then I did multiple rest pause sets, moving from arm to arm to arm to arm to arm until I pretty much got down to about 5 reps. Then I moved to drop sets, and that was it for tonight. And you can see the posing right here. I'm looking big and bulbous. This morning I was actually 237 pounds. I know, I'm pretty thick and juicy, but I got to get down that body fat. Like, I'd love to still be 237, 240 with a 6-pack, but I got to get my weight down because, well, it's just all body fat, and I'm not going to keep pound for pound muscle for fat, so I got to get that body fat down. But this is going to be it for this video. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I guess I should start posing too.
Yeah, I think you should. Get the before and afters in there. I think it's important, I'm just going to pose the muscle that I trained that day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, but that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.